Already Volskaya, Ilios out, no surprise,
Yeah,
Temple of Anubis.
Cloud9 just getting all three of those double cap maps are their first priority to get rid of, and Arise looks like they've already nuked out Ilios and Nepal, so only Li Jiang left as a King of the Hill map. Everything else is payload here.
Yeah, Cloud9 tends to ban out these maps right off the bat, which is, I don't even know if it's like the best strategy for them, but they just don't want to go there.
Yeah, like I
Hux
always
point,
said,
yeah.
it's not strategy. It's just like we don't like these maps personally. They're not fun for us.
They
we
don't
don't
even
play
want to
well
take
on
the
them.
chance
Yeah,
that someone's
just
going to
like-
accidentally, they make a mistake and lose a map, right? So
We'll definitely see in the future teams studying more, knowing who plays well. I mean, to be honest, I don't think Cloud9 are even taking this that seriously. They're looking at Arise and they're like, you know what, we're just going to wipe them. But that might be a mistake, as you said. Arise on your radar, doing really well lately.
Yeah. All right, Hollywood or Lijiang Tower, where will we be headed
Ooh,
first? It is Hollywood again.
and Gibraltar is the third possible map in that set.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I would like to
Gibraltar?
see some
I
Gibraltar.
like Gibraltar. I'm happy to see it always. Li Jiang Tower is actually probably my favorite of the King of the Hill maps as well.
I have to agree with you, Joshy. But yeah, Hollywood to start things off. We've been to Hollywood many times this weekend, and Cloud9, they're quite good on this map. Of course, they, as we mentioned yesterday, they really did pioneer the double Winston strategy. They're one of the teams that has been doing it for the longest and the most consistently, and Hollywood is one of those maps where it makes a ton of sense to run double Winston, especially on the first and second points. After that, you're probably still going to see it, frankly.
Winston's vertical reach is just so good on all three stretches. It's really great.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. They actually let their chairs rock back and forth. I like my chair to be very stationary, rock solid. I don't want too much movement. They're all about the rocking, man.
Yeah.
Pro gamer insight here.
Yeah, no, well, that's what's taken a little while on stage, guys. If you're wondering, like, they want to make sure that their setup is right. You want to be in the best possible position to play.
100%.
Perfect positioning. Make sure all your equipment is absolutely how you need it to be. Definitely don't want to go into game one and then find out, oh, mouse accel's turned on. Oops.
Oh, yeah,
Something like that can just totally ruin professional play. So give them all the time they need.
Well, it sounds like It sounds like our players are all set up. They got all their settings figured out. So I'm going to throw it up to the casters, and we can start game one, Cloud9 versus Arise.
All right, thank you very much, Seltzer. I'm Jet Set Jamerson, and next to me I have Tom T Squared, and we are here to cast the first game of the day. Who do we have on deck?
We have C9 and Arise, and obviously C9, huge favorite here. Arise ended up, going down 4-1 yesterday against Still Here. Cloud9 obviously on that next tier, definitely a tier 1 team here.
Yes.
Let's see what Arise is going to be able to do. I wasn't expecting Hollywood for that first map, but I am glad that we saw it. We didn't see these teams play Hollywood yesterday, so I'm stoked to see what we have in store here.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about the bans, though? Cloud9 going with Volskaya, Temple of Anubis, and Hanamura. Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm not sure why that is, but I'll tell you what. If I was Arise thinking, potentially you want to try to win this game, but if you don't win this game, I'd be really paying attention to closely what Cloud9 banned out. Route 66, Numbani, Lijiang Tower, Hanamura. I would say, okay, let's try to pick one of those maps next to try to stand a chance if we end up losing. So I think that would be a really smart strategy from the side of Arise. And let's take a look at the team comps that we have coming out here. On the side of Cloud9, it looks like we have Mercy, Hanzo, which is going to end up being changed, McCree, Lucio, Reinhardt, and Widowmaker. And something that we saw out of Cloud9 yesterday, obviously a lot of double McCree, obviously a lot of Lucio. Definitely going to expect that. Definitely going to have a Reinhardt here as well to push this payload and definitely have that barrier. Coming out of the side of Arise, we have that Mercy, Reinhardt, Junkrat. We have Symmetra, Farah, and McCree. So what do you think about these team comps overall? Anyone have a huge advantage just from what you're seeing?
So Odd Turtle is running that Symmetra. It's just going to be whether or not he can actually gain the charge for that ultimate. Because if Cloud9 don't give him that opening to actually, get some orbs off, he's going to have a really difficult time trying to get the teleporter down. And if, as a Symmetra, your main utility comes from that ultimate, right?
Right.
So currently only sitting at 21%, while Belt Cannon actually gets cleaned up right there. Is already at 58, so he has a lot of work to do right now as Cloud9 are trying to push onto this point. It's going to be Reaver on this Widowmaker, who has position over this building here. The Reinhardt does go down, and Surefour comes in for the kill on Canadian Bacon. And it looks like Cloud9 are going to be able to take it. We do have the Mercy going down, and that's going to be Reaver picking that up. Great shooting coming out from him, and that should be point A for Cloud9.
Yeah, it looks like a clean point right there. That was 5 people down for the side of Arise. Cloud9 does have 2 ultimates also as well. They have the Resurrect. They do have the data right here, so they should be able to push this payload here. Infrasight has been popped, so they are going to know where the enemy team is as well. And no Widowmaker on the side of Arise, so Cloud9 is going to have an advantage advantage when it does come to having those long-range shots. Someone's going to definitely have to try to get onto this Widowmaker right here because you cannot just let, there it is right there, Farah taking out that Widowmaker. You cannot leave Reaver on top of that building right there just laying down shots. So I'm really impressed that they decided that they wanted to take that guy out right when I was saying that.
Okay, and we do see it is a 1-for-1 trade, so it's a 5v5 fight right now as Surefour is on this Genji, and he's trying to get onto this McCree, but he has to be careful in this 3v1 situation. Grego actually finds a kill onto that Reinhardt, and there we go. There is that flank, and it looks like the Arise members are out of position, but Belt Cannon with that Reptile is going to go ahead and finish off Surefour. But Cloud9 are still pushing in, even though they have a man disadvantage at this point. Now, Odd Turtle is sticking on the Symmetra. It went down. The teleporter went down, so I don't know, like, how well this is going to work out for them. The run back is not that long at this point. I feel like more DPS or another healer would be great, but ooh, Reaver getting 2 quick kills. It's going to get rezzed, but at this point, they don't have an answer for Reaver as the barrage does come out. Soso's going to get 1 kill, but Reaver easily cleans that up.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they should probably go away from this Symmetra pick and try to get something to try to take down Reaver right here. They need to get a little bit more slaying power. 4 people down for the side of Arise. Cloud9 just pushing this payload right to the checkpoint.
Yeah, they should easily be able to get this. Believe getting cleaned up by Surefour on this Genji, and I'm really happy to be able to see Surefour's Genji here on land. He is going to get cleaned up by Canadian Bacon, and it looks like the defense still have some life in them, but individually they are starting to get cleaned up. The Bed actually finds that kill, takes out that McCree.
Yeah, interesting to see this double Winston come out right here as well. They're just going to be pushing this non-stop. Doesn't seem like Arise really has the answer right now. Junkrat Riptire is available, so is the Earth Shatter right there for this Reinhardt on Arise. But they do have 2 ults on the side of Cloud9, and it looks like 5 people out of 6 right now for Cloud9 are on fire. So if you're Arise right now, you have to come up with something. You have to switch it. Odd Turtle obviously going to this Roadhog. They need someone a little bit beefier, but they also need someone to get on this backline right now because no one is putting a stop to what's going on with Reaver right now, just having free reign across the entire map.
Yeah, there is no pressure on Reaver whatsoever. You got 2 monkeys jumping in along with Surefour's Genji. There is just so much distraction in the back line. They can't deal with this Widowmaker. Look at Reaver right now. Just free shots, gets the kill onto Soso, who's now switched off to a Mercy. We were seeing him doing great work as a Pharah earlier, but now he has to switch on off, and yeah, Surefour going ham in the back line there. I think just picked up a triple kill, and the payload should be pushed in. There we go. Cloud9's going to finish this off in a dominant fashion.
Yeah, and that's just too easy for Cloud9 right there. I know this is the first game of the day. I know that it's kind of a warm-up game for these guys. It is kind of early. They need to get these jitters out. They need to come back strong right here. They need to make sure that they can push this payload all the way to that final checkpoint so they can at least walk away with 1 point because it's going to be so hard for them to stop that time right there that Cloud9 got. You don't want to go down 2-0. At least if you can get this last point, be down 2-1 in this series, maybe try to bring it to a King of the Hill, try to get that control point right there for that next match. And I would definitely be looking to take one of those maps that Cloud9 banned if I was Arise.
Now, this is really strange, right? All day yesterday, Arise was playing with Soso as primarily a Pharah, and he did a decent job. He got a card at the end of this game, but by the end of this game, he had to switch off to Mercy. I have to wonder what's going on in the decision-making on the side of Arise that they pull their DPS off and actually switch him off to a support.
Exactly. Just like you said, there just wasn't enough DPS, and we're kind of seeing that meta where you want to have 3, maybe even 4 DPS right here. So it's a little, questionable when your number 1, Slayer ends up having to go to support right there because you are getting slayed so much. It's not, oh, guys, we need to heal each other. It's, no, guys, we need to slay.
Yeah. And it was really difficult having those double Winstons at that last point, along with Surefour's Genji. So they weren't just creating enough space for Reaver on that Widowmaker. Genji was just able to jump around and just get easy kills all in the back line. You have the double Winstons just slowly tickling people down, and then of course Surefour is there to clean it up, and it seemed like he had no problem whatsoever. So we are actually switching off sides, and we're going to see what Team Arise has on their offensive side. Currently, right now, on the side of Arise, Believe is going to be playing that Zarya. We've got the Odd Turtle on Reinhardt. We got Canadian Bacon playing that McCree. We do see Belt Cannon hovering over this Mei, so we'll see how that pans out. We did see some pretty decent Mei plays yesterday. Remember, we did have Jer Bear, the 9-year-old prodigy.
Loved it.
With that Mei play of the game. Got the 12 upvotes. That was really great. But we also saw, like Tamley busting it out on, I believe it was Dorado, doing a fantastic job with that. Claw of Death is hovering over this Widowmaker, the Mercy, and right now Soso is undecided, and Soso is supposed to be a DPS for the team. Ended up playing Mercy. we'll see where they go with this.
Maybe another Pharah. You know, like you said, he did get the card at the end right there. His Pharah was good. He ended up taking out Reaver on that Widowmaker when he needed to. So he just needs someone to support him right there. So maybe you get that Mercy Pharah combo right there. It looks like they aren't going to go with the Pharah here. Looks like Sosa is going to stick with this Mercy. So possible mistake right here. And Reaver is on Widow, so is Claw of Death. So we probably are going to have a Widow against Widow v. Widow. But coming out of Cloud9, we have that McCree, Reinhardt, Symmetra, Mercy, Torbjorn, and we do have Widowmaker. So interesting to see that we are going to have this Widow versus Widow match. And I love that Cloud9 is going to probably slow play this, wait for the pick, and then start getting really aggressive right here. And whoever has that first kill is going to have a huge advantage.
See, being at the top, like Cloud9 really does get to like dictate a lot of the meta, right? So I do love seeing this Torbjorn out. I want to see more of the characters out in competitive play, and if played correctly, Torbjorn can be very oppressive. We'll see. It looks like he's got his turret currently set up just outside of security, and with that Reinhardt there to actually defend it with his shield, it should be able to dish out a good amount of damage right now. Arise is pushing through that chokehold, and it's going to be Belt Cannon cleaning up some of these webcams, but right now they do have to back off as Canadian Bacon is going to get dropped by Surefour.
So that's a big kill right there. Taking down the McCree is going to be able to stop this push right now. Rise is going to have to wait for the spawn to come back right there. And then Surefour ends up getting another kill right there, and it gets takes out Belt Cannon. So that's 2 people going down for the side of a Rise. Again, they're just going to have to wait for each other to spawn right here. Slow push. Wait for the pick, and make sure that they do try to get some sort of ultimates right now, because the Earth Shadow is available for DBAT on Cloud9, and it looks like Mercy does have that Resurrect right there too. So Sosa has his Resurrect, but they're going to need to wait for one more ult at least to be able to go in. Maybe it's that Infra Sight. Maybe they get that Sound Barrier coming out from Lucio to be able to push onto this point and start capturing.
Own Reaper with that nice flick gets that first kill onto Claw of Death, and yeah, that Widowmaker battle is definitely in the favor of Reaver right now. And if you take a look at the sides of Cloud9, they've already got 3 ultimates up. Kai almost has his teleporter. He should be able to put it down soon as the rest of Arise try to push in through that back alley, but they're going to get cleaned up with Surefour, Grego, and Reaver all there, just funneling in for deaths. And, you know, with no pressure on him in the back line, Claw of Death wasn't able to finish off this Reaver, and Reaver just going in aggressively, and looks like he's going to get that last kill. Wow. Very aggressive play coming out from Cloud9 right now.
It's just really impressive, and they have no answer for Reaver right now. 4 ultimates on the side of Cloud9 now. They do have that Infra Sight. They do have the ult for Torbjorn as well, and they do have the Deadeye. So it's not looking really good right now if you are a Rise fan. They do have Deadeye, and they do have Resurrect on their side right now. But they may want to switch off this Mei. They want to get a little bit more DPS right now because, again, they are falling behind so much in the kill category.
Yeah, Arise, though, are about to hit most of their ultimates. We do see Believe almost has a Sound Barrier along with the Odd Turtle at 94%, but it is Belt Cannon on this Mei who's having a difficult time actually getting that charge up, and the Blizzard can be game-breaking. You know, Mei is just one of those characters, the only character that could actually change the landscape of the battle, as there we go, Surefour getting this flashbang over that shield, gets a quick kill, and it's going to be Reaver along with Grego cleaning up Arise right now, and they expended about 2 or 3 ultimates there, so not too bad, but Arise now are going to have the ultimate advantage for this next push. There is 2 minutes left on the map, though.
Yeah, the Blizzard is coming up for Mei right now. There is 2 minutes left, so probably about 3 or 4 pushes left. They do have 4 ults on the side of Arise right now. Looks like the Earth Shadow's available, the Deadeye's available, the Blizzard's available, and the Resurrect as well. Only 2 ults available for the side of Cloud9, so this is their opportunity to push right here, but they can't make them. They switch over to the Roadhog right here, okay, so I like that. But if the Mei ends up going down, I would really like to see them switch off that instead of being offensive Mei. I really think Mei is a lot better on defense right here. They need the more DPS. Maybe they end up, putting the Bastion with the Mercy Reinhardt combo. We saw a little bit of that yesterday, but they're going to need to have some sort of answer if they can't take this point right here on this push.
Yeah, they do have the ultimate advantage here, but it's going to be Canadian Bacon who has to find a good position for that Deadeye. But right now, Cloud9 just playing very defensively. They're playing Reaver, not giving Claw of Death any chances, as we do see the rest of Arise again back in this back alley, and Reaver is just giving them no respect at this point. Surefour rolling in, getting that kill onto Believe. He did switch off to that Roadhog. They were trying to find like a pick potential with that, but no, nothing at all. Cloud9 not having it.
And there it is right there, 4 people taken out for the side of Arise. And how many times have we seen Reaver just constantly laying down shots with nobody shooting at him? Yeah. We've only seen Pharah go out in the last round right there and take him out, but other than that, I haven't seen anybody even sneezing or breathing on Reaver this entire match.
Yeah, there's no pressure whatsoever. Reaver is just it's sort of like a warm-up game for him, right? He's just playing like an A map right now. But we do see the Deadeye does come out for Sure4, and he lines one up onto the Odd Turtle. So that's one of the supports down. So does have his res up, but Sure4 is on the hunt. He gets that kill onto the Mercy, and again, it's Cloud9 cleaning this up. They were able to take out Grego, but that's not going to be enough at this point, as Arise have to back off. They've only got 14 seconds left. Someone has to try and get onto the point, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to, as Belt Cannon had to retreat back. So 8.5 seconds left. This Junkrat can jump on over, but I think Cloud9 are just going to be able to secure this 2-0 against Arise.
It looks like they couldn't get in there for the end right there, and the Junkrat switched just a little bit too late. They needed that extra DPS like we were talking about. It did end up coming a little bit too late. The May pick not really paying off for Belt Cannon right there, realizing that he needed to switch to Junkrat, and that's going to be a 2-0 lead for Cloud9.
Yeah, and the play of the game is going to be Kai. After a while, we couldn't tell how well he was doing because he had thrown down his teleporter, so we couldn't tell how much damage he was doing. And I imagine he was dishing out quite a bit, helping clean up with the team here. But actually, we've seen this play of the game. Sure4 and Grego were doing a lot of damage, but I imagine the webcams were, offering that slow to easily line up a lot of those shots. And that's going to be Cloud9 getting the 2-0 here on Hollywood.
Yep, and if I was on the side of Arise, I would do what I was talking about earlier. Look at the bans that Cloud9 had. They banned, Hanamura, Route 66, Nubani, Lijiang Tower, Temple of Anubis. So I would look to pick one of those maps right there. I would say, okay, these guys obviously don't want to play this. There's a reason. So you got to go and counter this. You got to somewhat get the momentum on your side, because how frustrating do you think that game was for them in order to just get completely pummeled when it came to the payload pushing, and then they couldn't even capture point A right there and get it going on themselves. The sentry turret's just way too much. You have Reaver laying down the shots as well. That Reinhardt shield, I mean, it pretty much was an impenetrable strategy from the side of Cloud9.
Yeah, unfortunately, currently for Arise's tournament journey, they've had a pretty rough one, to say the least. I mean, yesterday they were facing off against Rafa and Learjets and all of them on the side of Still Here, and now their first game of the day, they have to face off against Cloud9, arguably one of the best teams here, if not the best team here.
Right.
And so they have to be able to bounce back from this and understand, it is a double elimination for this final day also.
Right.
So even if they do lose this series, they still have their chance to come back into it. But they do have to clean up their play a little bit. Once again, I don't quite agree with that May pick. It didn't really quite work out. The one time he was able to get the Blizzard out, it whiffed. He already died, and it did actually end up freezing like 3 or 4 people, but he was already dead at that point.
But where's the follow-up?
Exactly.
They really don't really have anyone else after that. I mean, they're going to need to run some sort of double McCree comp. They're going to need to maybe put the Pharah and the Mercy together and switch it up, maybe go with the Bastion pick, something that's going to be able to shred a little bit harder, because Cloud9 is just walking all over them. The Winston isn't going to be able to get to the back line. I know that Cloud9's probably used to seeing that. They're going to be able to play this protect the Reaver composition, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen right here, and we are moving into that control point.
Yeah, so this is Lijiang Tower, and this was Cloud9's, I guess, ban at that point. Didn't want to play that for the first map, at least. And we do see, Kai might be on this Hanzo. I'm actually really hoping for this. I love to see high-level Hanzo play.
I mean, we haven't even seen any of it this weekend, really.
I've seen some on the floor, but we definitely haven't casted any games with Hanzos. Or I myself have not. So on Cloud9, it's going to be Debet playing that Winston along with Reaver, and Reaver on the McCree. Kai is picking up that Hanzo. Grego, of course, on this Lucio, and Adam playing that Mercy. Sure4 will be on the Tracer, so trying to get into the back line here right now. Arise being stifled at this bridge here, and it's going to be Hanzo. Kai getting free shots off. He does find a Genji trying to climb on over. The scatter shot's not going to hit anyone, but right now Arise already in a dangerous position as 3 members have been taken out. Reaver, Debet, and Sure4 picking up kills for themselves, and it looks like Cloud9 should be able to secure this point initially. Genji is still here on the back line, and wow, did you see that? Kai just taking his time, aiming it up, and landing it. That was a great shot.
Yeah, just really great focus coming out of the side of Cloud9, getting the priority targets that they needed to. Thought of that switching off that Mercy to McCree, but he was playing Mercy before that, got taken out. Lucio, the Odd Turtle, was taken out as well, so taking out the supports, the low health targets first. I really like what Cloud9 was thinking there. You do not want to have Mercy building up her ult towards that Resurrect right there, and just really impressive play coming out of Cloud9 again.
Yeah, so Cloud9 currently with possession of the point at 23%. And Arise did try to switch off to this Roadhog, right? Canadian Bacon does have that Roadhog. He was able to get a kill onto Kai getting that hook across that chasm. but that's not going to be enough when you trade 5 for 1. Right, that is not a favorable trade at all whatsoever.
And this is so tough for Arise right now. What do? You have to get on to Adam right now. You have to take out that Mercy. Resurrect is available, but you're going to have a Tracer running around everywhere. You're going to have a Primal Rage Ape running at you. You're going to have McCree with his Deadeye. You're going to have Hanzo, Kai laying down the shots. So where do you really focus? Can you even focus right now if you're the side of Arise and they're just being taken out one by one right now?
Yeah, somehow Reaver surviving that Roadhog hook, and he's just going to go ahead and take it to the team. That was a 5 for nothing, 6 for nothing at that point. Cloud9 not even sweating it at this point. They've already got 63% on the board.
Yeah, only a couple more pushes, maybe 1 or 2 here for the side of Arise. What they're going to need to do is just wait for everyone to spawn and just get really aggressive really fast. They can't afford to just go in one by one, getting picked off right now. They do have 2 ultimates coming up right now, and it looks like there goes the Hanzo ult right there. The Dragon Strike comes out, and Kai just, again, laying down shots constantly, just like Reaver was earlier, and has that Mercy heal, has the power boost as well. Chain Hook doesn't land right there. Hanzo, Kai just backing off right there, laying down the shots, and this one is about 10% away from ending.
Yeah, as you saw right there, the Dragon Blade came out, but Kai easily shutting it down, and right now, Arise can't even get out of their base. They can't make it past this gate here, and Surefour with a nice Pulse Bomb is going to pick up a double kill, and that's going to be the 3rd point for Cloud9 right now. They are up 3-0 against Arise. If they take 1 more point, the series is over.
Yep, we're going to update that graphic right there. It is 3-0 on the favor of Cloud9 right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw maybe 4 or 5 McCrees here, or 4 or 5 Tracers right here, just to kind of hide their cards just like they did yesterday, kind of show that they're dominant, and just maybe have a little bit of fun here with this one. And Arise, they're going to have to do something here. They're going to have to maybe bust out a double Lucio, double McCree, double Winston, something to, get Cloud9 on tilt right here, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen because the momentum is just so heavily on their side.
It is. It definitely is. And we do see that double McCree coming out for Cloud9. It's Reaver and Surefour. Kai is picking up this Roadhog, and we'll see how well the hooks land. Surefour does get a kill, but Soso finally switching back off to that Pharah, gets the kill onto him.
Yeah, this is what we needed to see from Soso. He's obviously the person that's going to be laying down the main damage for Arise. He can't be affording to play Mercy right here. They're going to need Belt Cannon to come through with this damage. He almost has that Riptire available. They're going to need Pharah to get the angles that is necessary to try to take out the DPS for the side of Cloud9. Surefour obviously on fire, Reaver on fire. These guys have to be shut down if you want to stand a chance, but it looks like it's not happening. 4 down, 5 down now for the side of Arise, and it looks like C9 is going to start capping.
Yeah, Reaver, that wasn't even a Deadeye. All of a sudden, the kill feed was just filled with his name, and it was just left clicks and right clicks, and he just got it done, and they're going to rush down this Reinhardt, take him out, and it looks like they're going to try and go for the spawn camp at this point. First Deadeye comes out, and it looks like Reaver picked up a few kills. Yeah, 3 of them. Wow.
And this is so tough right now. Cloud9 obviously has been in this position so many times, whether that's just in scrims or just quick play and pub stomps, just going through. And there's nothing that you can do right now when you have Surefour with the flank, just crouching, waiting to set up that Deadeye. And there it is. It's High Noon. And how many is he? Oh my God, he gets 4 right there. So a really sick flank. Is he going to be able to get the team kill?
That's the 5th. Did he get no? Scumbag Reaver taking his ace.
Wow.
But that's Cloud9 wiping the team in spectacular fashion. There's still a little ways to go. We got 45% on the board for Cloud9, but they need this last point, and then it's game over.
Yeah, that's the play of the game. Definitely play of the day so far. A little bit demoralizing right there, and there needs to be some sort of, flank going on from the side of Arise right there. You see all of them just tunneling right into that choke point. There's nothing that you can do right there. Someone's going to have to play maybe a Soldier 76, sprint to the side, play a Lucio, get a little bit of speed boost, go over there. Don't just filter and tunnel right into the middle. It's just way too predictable. Cloud9 see that over and over again. You have to switch it up against these guys.
Yeah, one of the problems is that Cloud9 is not giving them that opportunity. They're already at their base. They're camping their spawn, so they can't decide whether or not they want to go left or right or mid, right? They just have to face them because Cloud9 says this is where we're fighting. And yeah, to bet Kai, Surefour all getting kills, and now it's already a 3v6, and Arise don't want to leave that hangar.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be scared to leave my base right now if I was these guys. They don't have any ults besides that Sound Barrier. They do have the Mercy Resurrect right now. About 7% away from losing this game. They have to get this overtime if they want to stand a chance, or they're going to be in danger of getting goosed right now, and it looks like that is going to be the case.
Yep. So, dominant win out of Cloud9. Arise definitely should not feel bad about this game at all. Honestly, it's Cloud9. It's one of the best teams in the world, and you just get to walk away from this experience actually being able to like tell your friends, yeah, I played on LAN against Cloud9.
Yeah.
You have another opportunity. This is double elimination for this final day, and we're going to see. This is the 4-man Deadeye. Surefour's going to come in. He gets the speed boost, I believe, to pick up this 5th kill, but then it's going to be, Scumbag Reaver taking that 6th one. But a 5K nonetheless for Surefour.
And Debit, we didn't even get a chance to look at his screen right there, 24-0. And then we have Surefour, obviously, with 34 eliminations, 67% kill participation. So really impressive performance. And just like you said, Arise can't hold their head down too high. They're not out of the tournament. They're still going into the losers bracket right here. And guys, 16 teams remain. We started off with 32 yesterday.